Hi guys, Sarogus here from Crusade Gaming, bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. We're still in the Bronze League, and today we're versing Yari in the Red Trunks' Terran. To the north, and I'm to the south, and the Blue Trunks has Zerg, as always. Why wouldn't you go Zerg? So you just got your drone on my normal standard build. I'm going to go 14-14 into Spawn Pool and Extractor. My Overlord coming here, scouting around. I still don't know where people spawn. I take a rough guess, so then it takes, a little bit longer. I have got the game in 2 times at the moment, so we get through the early footage. I've got my 12th scout drone coming, 12th drone going out for a scout to try to find out where he is. Me being stupid doesn't realise there's only cross map. It's the only place you can spawn on this map. I've got my extractor down, my spawning pool's down, and I have the lead in drones, giving me a nice early mineral lead in early production. Now, I did just miss scouting to the base here. If I had known where the base was, slow the game down, I would have been able to scout through this, get into the base and get a scout, possibly hide him in this corner. It is a problem with these bases in that they're very big. In an early game, you can sit a drone there. If it's Protoss, build a pylon, even bunker rush in these base. But then again, if they're walled off, you can't get in. So I do manage to get the drone up here. See, he's got his racks down, he's double supply depot, and he's walled himself off nicely. I do have my spawning pools up, got my links coming out just now. I do have my overlord sitting down here waiting for any bunker rush or rack rush from Terran. It's always good to remember to do that. I do send my lings out here, and I did notice him, but I didn't choose to attack him because my screen was about to spawn, and I do not get the kill. I get my inject down. Right now I feel I have a pretty good hold on the game. I've got lings out, I'm getting them down on the Zelnaga watchtowers, I've got map control. I feel pretty good right now. I've got this drone down here, scouting is natural, waiting for the expansion. Give me a rough awareness of where I am. I do have ling speed coming out, I've got my second screen coming out to get my creep expand going. I've got my injects down. I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. I'm not supply capped as well, so there's always your extra bonus. And if we look at the composition, I've got 10 lings to his 3 marines, and 16 drones to his 15 SCVs and 1 mule. But then again, those mules are pretty big, so that's what we've got to remember. Despite that, that's what the minerals are looking like, and that mule is making the biggest of differences, especially early game. My queen's out, I've got my creep chamber coming down. And again, I've got my map control. I've got some lings down here that I'm building up. I've got these guys here on the pylons. He still hasn't taken expansion, but he is walling off. He's got a factory down, and he's got both gas taken with a second racks on the up with a tech lab. Tech lab for both, yes. He's only got a couple, but he's walled off, and I'm not going to be getting through there anytime soon. I've got my overlord sitting there waiting for any scanning I want to do, and I've got my links coming up for some pressure. I do believe. But then again, it is me, and I'm not overly a pressure guy. I've got my drones out here ready to put down my roach warren in my evolution chamber to get that gun. There's the roach warren, evo chamber. Inject again, my creep spreading, and I believe I should be coming up and taking my natural soon. The army composition looking something like that. I'm way ahead of him. 15 to his 6, work supply 17 to his 20. I'm dropping behind on his works and drone count. Something like that. Sorry about that, guys, I had a little bit of a problem there. So I am behind in my drones as I've been coming up very heavy on the army supply. Then again, that does give me strength. My economy is behind, which in later game will affect me. I won't be able to pump out as many units as I'd like, but as for now, I have map control. I'm sitting right outside his base. He hasn't taken his natural. I'm feeling in a very good position here. My roach warren is about to finish, so I do have going control. You can see he's got combat shield coming in up here. Research, he's going to start pumping out some hellions, but I have 16 lings on the way with +1 to attack. It's a very slow game, so we'll speed it up for you. That is a thing I've noticed with Terran. Bronze League, I've only seen it. I haven't seen it in any Gold League games, but in the Bronze League, they just like to sit in their base, and that is all they do. I'm gonna pause the footage for here. I mean, I do want to talk about this. The Bronze League, yes, the lower league, I can expect that to happen a lot. But it drives me insane. Because what they'll do, they just siege tank on the high ground. I have seen a couple, what are they? The Yamato battleship things. I don't know, Terran. I have seen them come in with the Yamatos, the Thors, and attacking them is just nigh impossible. I mean, it annoys the hell out of me, and it's becoming increasingly common. I see it all the time now, and there's nothing I can do about it. Well, there is, but, you know, you get my point. They just camp in their base, and they're very defensive. And sure, maybe if they ever make it to the Silver League and Gold League, that won't last. You can't just camp in your base. You do have to come out. You have to have map control. You do have to expand, which is where the strength is. All I do is what I should have done. All you do is just expand behind all this, and they're stuck in their main, and there's nothing they can do about it. So let's get back to the game here. I'm coming in my lair, got my second extractor down, +1 attack still coming up, and you can see he's pumping into siege tech. He's got 2 Hellions on the way, and I've got my natural down. My expansion's coming up, he doesn't have his, and this drone's still sitting there scouting, and I was quite happy I put that there, because it always gave me the reassurance that he wasn't going to do anything, because he's just sitting there. We do see he's got 4 Hellions coming out for harassment, and I time my wings just right. I get the surround, and take down those Hellions really quickly. I was quite happy with that, and I try to sneak in the base, but he puts his bunker back up, the supply depot, and I don't get through. I was going to try bust the bot down, but he is at the bunker, and he does have his marines. Now I'm supply and production, and Yamakin's composition looks something like that. He is ahead of me in work supply and the army, but the thing is, he's sitting in his base, I'm not. I have a natural, I have all these lings, my creeps coming up. I do feel very confident where I'm sitting right now. I've got my double Evo chamber coming out, and +1 melee attack's about to finish. I'm getting my injects, I'm pumping and saturating my natural now, and I'm building my 3rd queen. At least I think I am. I should be. No, I'm not. I got an inject with my creep spreading. Never mind. I got map control, my drones are sitting up here, and we did just miss drones. Lings are sitting up here, and he did try sending up some more Hellions, but me being slow missed him. He has set his tanks, a siege tank up on the high ground, which gives him huge defensive bonus, as they are dangerous. He still hasn't taken his natural, and he's won. He hasn't expanded anywhere. Then again, I'd see that. I mean, everyone. Don't mind my noobness. So we've got the roaches coming out now. I've got my 3rd instructor coming down here on my natural. I'm spreading my creep tumors. At this point in the game, I'm definitely feeling very strong in my position. More roaches coming out. I've got my spire coming down. He's got tech labs coming on. He's a double starport coming up. And again, he's coming out with more Hellion aggression. Still hasn't taken his natural. The income's looking something like that. I'm pretty slow to start off in this game, I will say. I was pumping out a lot of units. I wanted to get early map control. I was expecting some aggressive play, but I didn't quite get it. He's coming across the map, sees my lings at the Zonga tower, and takes those down. I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to let them die. I got all these guys here. Got roaches there, blocking off. It's one good thing to remember if you're Zerg. If the Hellion gets on your supply line, they'll do massive damage, but then again, it applies to all of them. So I don't touch the rocks. I never touch the rocks this early this game. I wall him off so I can't get there, but me being the noob and not knowing the map, doesn't realize you can come in from the side, because I'm an idiot. But it does go well. They do come up. I do scout 1, 2 Hellions down, and do feeling good. This aggression's going to come to a halt very quickly. Now he does do what I wasn't aware of. He does come around the side. Thanks to my creep, I do see him, but I'm slow to respond. Very slow to respond. And he does get into my mineral line. Not attacking. I don't think he even gets... He gets some flames. He doesn't quite hit it. I move him. My roaches are blocking them off. I do get the kills, and nothing's lost. He's killed one of my workers, and he killed that early game. He didn't get one single drone on that. Very good trade-off for me. Very good trade-off indeed. You do see Blue Flame coming down as well. I've got Burrow. I've got +1 to attack range for my roaches, and I've got roach speed coming down. So I'm starting to feel pretty good. Definitely very good. Mineral, gas, or even minerals, I'm way ahead. I have my natural, my creeps out. I got map control. Well, I did. But then again, I'm out of my base, so I do have map control. I got my upgrades coming down. His Marines are 0-0. They do have what's your shield thing? He may have siege check down on his tanks, and Blue Flame just came in, but that doesn't do anything for him when he doesn't port those Hellions with some later, more reinforced aggression. Medivac's coming out. I got my lair. I'm pumping out my upgrades. I got my line saturated perfectly. Not. Got more links coming out. Both lines are saturated to adequate levels, and we do see even more aggression in the form of Blue Flame Hellions this time. My drone's still sitting here, so I can see that expansion, and when I do want to pump that Overlord in there later game, it's there. Coming across the map again, I got my roaches sitting down here. I have learned from the last mistake, and I am more preparing down here. My link's pumping out down here to cover this area. I haven't seen his Hellions let, and now I do. I run straight into my roaches. Don't get a kill. Oh, yes I do. Get one kill. I got my lings on the Zonnaga tower. I do scout these guys. I try to get us around, and I had it. But my lings go for the rocks. That's what A attack gets you. I think I must have clicked on there and misclicked somehow. I do have some mutas coming out. And the army supplies look at something like that. I'm ahead in workers now, and I'm ahead on army supply. I'm feeling very confident with myself. Oops, what am I doing? That's better. I do chase this Hellion down. Get 2. Reduce it again down to his 2 kills. Look at the units killed. Yeah, he's way ahead. Killed a lot of my lings, but it's all lings, and lings are cannon fodder. Lings aren't important. You do see some Marines up here in the high ground. He does have his 4 siege tanks, so doing a blind rush up there is not an option. But he still hasn't taken his natural, and because of it, the incomes look something like that, which allows me to get my upgrade lead. +1 attack 0, +1 there. But I do have +1 melee attack and Zerg defense coming up. We've got more mutas coming in to deal with those Sage tanks that I do know are there. He's got a command center up, and he finally expands. I don't scout this the entire game, because I know he doesn't do anything with it, because if he did, I would have seen something different. Would have seen attacks from over here. So it's all irrelevant. I do finally get the kill on these last 2 Hellions as I go take the Zelnaga tower. +1 defense came in, +1 melee attacks on the way. So I do have map control. I've got my natural. I've got the upgrade advantage. I've got the sight, scouting. This game I feel is mine. I definitely got the supply lead, army lead. Yeah, worker, the lot. Great control here in this game, if I do say so myself. Do see an engineering bay coming down. There it is. More mutas pumping out. He's got his 4 medevacs, his 4 tanks. That's a little bit what the army composition looks like right now. 10 mutas, 15 roaches, 21 lings to his 3 Hellions, 4 medevacs, 4 tanks, 28 marines, 55 lings. Sorry. I am coming up in a hive tech, which is awesome. Oh, hatchery. I'm building a hatchery. I'm expanding again. Awesome. I will say my creep spread was a little bit low in this game. It could have been much better to what it was. I don't think I'm recording. Oh no, I am. Awesome. This wasn't coming up in Bandicam. Stupid Bandicam. So I do have my 3rd down, and he's only got his natural, 2nd expansion, not even his natural, and he's doing absolutely nothing with it. I am moving out, bringing my roaches up. They have +1/+1. And my lings back here. I got my mutas coming out, come up on the side. I'm moving in for the kill. I smell blood. He's got nothing. We do see him picking up units for the medivacs. A whole bunch of units. Gonna have a Hellion drop, Marine drop. They're coming down right into the line of my mutas. I can't mouse over any further than that. They're right on the corner of the map. I got my lings in position here after scouting that base here and this one there. But I didn't scout that. They're moving out. He has scouted my drone, I believe. Yep. Scouts my drone, comes down for the kill. I got my roaches set there, my mutas set there, and my lings. I'm ready for the attack. He does kill my drone, which has been scouting there now, but that's irrelevant. I got my units around. I know what's going on. I know he hasn't expanded to an extent. I am bringing out more roaches to take the damage for them. Bring my overseers in to scout what he's in, and these run straight to my mutas. 1, 2 down, 3 down, and I take the 4th here, or do I? No. His offensive was destroyed by my just sheer blind luck. 3 medivacs, Hellions and Marines. I do bring my Overlord around the back so I don't fly right over where his units are. Do get some scouting going on, just so I know exactly where to send my mutas so they can take out those tanks, so these roaches and lings don't get destroyed. Here we are, late game. I am supply capped, but that's okay. Mineral, huge lead. Gas, huge lead. The army composition of supply looks like that. Work supply, I'm way ahead. I got +2 attack, +2 defense, +1 to air attack on the way. So my lings have +2, +1. Roaches are, I can't see. I do use Burrow because I don't see he has anything to see those. I bring in my mutas, take out his tanks. I'm not too worried if they die. He doesn't actually have that great an air composition. So I do grab my mutas and I do take out that Viking. I think. No. Me being the smart bugger I am. Nah, couldn't do it. So I just nuke down his supply depot, bring it all the way up. His tanks are down, I come in for the kill. My roaches are +2, +2, my lings +2, +2 against his 0-0. He's got nothing. He has nothing yet. There's the GG, game's me. Here we go again for another win. I have improved. I'm improving every time I play. I got better crease, better map control, my expansions are better, my upgrades are better. All around slowly improving. And again, this is Sarogus from Crusade Gaming bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. Later guys.